Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a Screenwriter's Rant on Love Map, a romantic movie. No, ladies, it's romance. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links are in the description. Someone bought 7 copies of the Pineys books 1 through 7. All the ebooks together cost you $21 because they're $2.99 a piece. So perfect for the Halloween season. The Pineys and monsters and cool South Jersey horror and comedy. I am number 293 on the horror comedy genre in Amazon. That's way up. It's way up. I think that's the highest I've been on the list. I think if I could get another few people buy all 7 books like that, I mean $21. You read it on your phone or whatever. Ooh, I'll be in good shape. I could make the top 10 maybe. Because horror comedy, there's not a lot of people in that category. I know. Joan, see how excited Joan is? Anyhow. Here, why don't you sit over here and then I'll keep you, I'll shut you up. You gotta shut up during this. I know you hear noises. I don't have much to say about this movie, so it's fine that I'm talking to Joan. This is called Love Map, and it's a romance, meaning that we know exactly how this movie's going to go. So here is your main character. Guess what? She's going to fall in love. I'm sorry, ladies. These romance movies hold exactly 0 surprises. 0 surprises. So the premise is she has invented something called Love Map. It's a new, dating software to get people hooked up and find romantic getaways in order so people can meet. And it's her magic formula for getting people to hook up. Not hook up, but, fall in love. And then, of course, she meets a man who he's going to explore. They're doing some sort of merger, and they're going to explore the locations together, as part of the merger of the 2 companies that are, She finds it's like a travel destination place, and then she tries to help people with their relationships. And so they go, and of course they're going to fall in love, right? And I'll give you credit, he's a bit of an unusual guy. He's got this truck, so that makes him like quirky and weird. And they're not really a couple, but I'm sure everybody in the movie will mistake them for a couple. And then they end up at a B&B, and they have a great time, and because they do all the romantic things together because they're testing it for other people. And he shows her a great time, and then they just have mild laughs together. Ha ha! I have a bucket on my head. Well, that's so crazy. These are the kinds of shenanigans, mild shenanigans women like, because it's not about the shenanigans. It's not about the money. It's not about anything but the romance. That's it. Finding love. That's it. It's all about love. The dialogue in this movie is pretty cringy. It's not very good. The dialogue was like killing me. But, the setup's not awful. It's not the worst setup I've ever seen. And the dialogue really was okay, but it was very sort of relationship-centric. Everything was about the damn relationship, which they're not supposed to have. And then, of course, she finds, he's working on a picture of her. And it's just like, come on. We all know how this is going to go. Oh, look how happy she is. Oh, they fall in love. It's the love map. Let's see who. Written by Julie Livingston. It sounded, the dialogue sounded like a woman wrote it. And I don't mean that as a negative. It just sounded very girly. The guy's dialogue was kind of like very neutral, but the woman's dialogue was very girly, I'll say. Directed by Damon Romay. Yeah, I mean, if you like romance, I'm sure you'll find this mildly amusing. Here's the problem with writing romance. It's the same problem with writing horror, right? So you're writing a horror movie and they go to a creepy house. What do you think's going to happen, right? So you're writing a romance movie and they go to an exotic location, a couple who aren't married and aren't dating. What do you think's going to happen? So the problem with romance movies is you need to throw in some red herrings in order to mix it up a little bit and give us a surprise. And this movie had this trailer, I mean, I could see every scene in this movie. There's absolutely zero surprises here for me. I mean, it's not a movie for me. I guess that's not what it's for, really, but it doesn't make it a very exciting story if you know what's coming in every scene. First act, she has this love map. She's very successful. And at some point she meets this guy as part of her work environment, and they decide they're going to go to a beautiful tropical island to test out all the romantic areas for other people. Then, of course, they go and they have such a lovely time and they fall in love slowly but surely. There's a bit of a mix-up at the climax, and maybe he doesn't love her. I made a terrible mistake. He does love me, and I feel the same way. We have to talk about our feelings. When you have a scene about two men talking about her feelings, does she know how you really feel about her? I can tell a woman wrote that, because that's not how men talk. That's how women wish men talked when they weren't around. No, that's not what guys do. I was like, oh, hey, you with that chick? You hitting that? That's the way guys talk. Even if they're, relatively nice guys and they're not trying to be particularly sleazy, that's the way they talk. You're not going to say, well, does she know how you really feel? Like, what? Maybe your grandpa might say that, I guess. But two guys aren't going to talk that way. Okay? So, ladies, either don't have a scene with two guys talking about women, because, hide a camera sometime and listen. Or just come up with a different way. Just come up with a different way. And don't highlight that in the movie. God, that was so unrealistic. Does she know how you truly feel? And this is, crazy. Crazy. He's got a bucket on his head. That's silly. You shouldn't have a bucket on your head. I don't know. Maybe come up with something a little more dangerous. Something. I don't know. Throwing some drug dealers or a car chase, something. I get it. That stuff's not supposed to be in the movie, but this seems so boring, and it's like such a focus. Such a focus. Because again, for women, it's about the relationships. It's not even about what happens. It's about how it happens. And maybe that's something one of these movies should explore, Maybe you'd have a woman, like, analyzing how a guy talks to her. That would be interesting. That could be interesting. Give us some real insight of how women pick men, as opposed to this, which is just so... just feels so lame. But anyway, it's called Love Map, ladies. If you want to see two people fall in love and absolutely not be surprised by even a second of this movie, I think this is the movie for you. And that's it for this video. Check us out on Bitchute and Rumble. We've got a news blast and a Hollywoke hot take today. We'll see you in the next one.